So all right, hello guys, you're welcome to IllumiNATIVE, and it's going to be an exciting time for every one of us here today. I'm sorry, my background is a bit noisy, but I know that it's going to be a good time. So if you're just joining us all around the world, I want to say welcome, big welcome, and just listen attentively, because what I'm about to share with you is going to change your life tremendously. And what is it about? Number one, the reason why people fail in life is because they lack knowledge. I listened to my mentor one time, and he told me that one of the ways to cross what he called the poverty line is from your mindset. So your mindset is the first way of crossing the poverty line. So what is the poverty line? The poverty line is not when you lack money in your bank account. The poverty line is not when you don't have food to eat. The poverty line is when you don't have the proper mindset, or when you don't have what I call the rich mindset. So what is the rich mindset? Now, the rich man or the rich mindset does not see everything as what to be consumed or what to be eaten. For example, if a wealthy man should have $1,000 in his account, or somebody who has a wealthy mindset should have $1,000 in his account, he is not going to eat or squander everything. Now, one of the ways in which people succeed is because they have a proper mindset, a mindset of growth, a mindset of development, a mindset of investment. So, with $1,000, a man with a wealthy mindset is going to invest it on something, or put the money in something that will yield greater profit. But a man who doesn't have a wealthy mindset sees it as what to be consumed or what to be spent. So what he simply does is eat everything he has. So they basically eat everything they have. So what are the ways in which you can make or become wealthy on an easier way, which I have found, is number one, live within your means. Live within your means. Trying to prove a point is very sick. Some time ago, I said, don't try to prove a point, rather, try to point the proof. Seek to point the proof. A lot of people are trying to prove a point when they are supposed to be pointing the proof. Success explains itself. When you try to show off when there is nothing to show, it is very sad. For example, you have people around you, and then you want them to feel that you are making money. So you begin to lavish your money around them. It's what I call gluttonous spending. It's what I call prodigal spending. You spend without thinking. I said live within your means. There are three ways of spending, and I taught this sometime in the class. The three ways of spending. Number one is what I call your spiritual spending. There are people who spend spiritually, and you may be wondering, what does it mean to spend spiritually? How do you spend money spiritually? Number one way of spending money spiritually is investing it in God's work. Now, you may not be religious watching this live stream right now. You may not be religious mind. You may not be somebody who do the church thing or the religious thing and all of that. But give and it shall be given to you. So there should be a percentage of your money that you spend on making lives better. You spend it on doing what will give glory to the big being, or what will give alms to the poor or to the less privileged in orphanage homes and all of that. So it's called spiritual spending. So people who are truly in need. And number two kind of the rational spending or logical spending. This one has to do with meeting responsibility. For example, if you are a married person, it is your responsibility to pay your children's school fee, your responsibility to pay your house rent. It's your responsibility to clothe your children, responsibility to pay your debt. It is called logical or rational spending. But the last kind of spending, which makes anyone poor, it can make anybody who is wealthy poor, unless you have a stream of income that is so solidified, and very few people do have such kind of an income, is what I call the emotional kind of spending. This one, they spend to prove a point. They spend for their ego. They spend for their ego. So that people will be like, yeah, he's the hottest guy in town, or he's the hottest babe in town, and all of that. Emotional spending. When you're spending because of a trend, there are people who don't have money, but when a latest shoe comes out, they want to go and buy it. When the latest bag comes out, Gucci, they want to do Gucci. And most people don't realize that what counts is not about the Gucci. What counts is about your personality. You need to build a successful personality and not trying to walk according to the trend. When you build a successful personality, you will literally always be wealthy. So what are the ways, simple ways of becoming, building life of significance and value? I say number one is live within your means. Then number two, for you still watching me, for some of us still watching me, you can hit the subscribe button. You can subscribe to IllumiNATIVE, and as well tell your friends about what is going on right now. Tell them to be a part of this, because it's going to be a blessing to their lives. So I said number one way of making money easier is to live within your means. To become wealthy, you must live within your means. The Jews, they know this secret. And then number two is this: you have to, I want to emphasize this right now. It's a big secret I discovered a long time ago. You have to invest. A part of all you earn should go for your investment. You should invest. The more you invest, the more you attract wealth. And mind you, not every investment you make is going to yield a profitable result. There are some investments you make that you fail within it. However, before you invest, you're supposed to study and make your research to know what you're trying to invest on. Now, two things I must tell you about investors is this, and I learned this recently, and I'm grateful I ever did. Investors, or somebody who wants to invest, check out for two things. Number one, somebody who wants to invest will always check out for what is the opportunity within what he wants to invest on. In other words, it may not be popular, but an investor will be looking for what is the opportunity in this. Many people may not be doing it, but an investor is looking at it and saying, what is the opportunity here? And once he finds as if there's a potential opportunity in it, an investor can invest in it, and if it works, fine, he becomes very wealthy. If it doesn't, he takes the loss. But investors look for opportunity in an unpopular business or idea. They look for the opportunity within it. So this is called the risk mindset of an investor. I'm saying a lot of things today. Please note every one of them. They're very important. It is called the risk mindset of an investor. And then the second thing an investor looks for is what is popular. Now, it's no longer looking for the opportunity alone, because everybody knows that probably what that business is trying to do will yield increase. So an investor will look for what is popular and will definitely yield in the result. And in such way, they go to big organizations that are already popular and making a lot of profit, and then they invest. So you as an individual, if you want to be wealthy, you must invest. When you live within your means, it simply means you are saving money. And when you save the money, you must put the money into something. A lot of people save money, and saving money is one of the most important things to do, and as well, it can be the most dumbest thing to ever do. All right, let me come back. Saving money can be the most intelligent thing anybody could do. And let me say it again: saving money can be the most intelligent thing anybody would do, and as well, it can be the dumbest thing anybody would do. And saving money becomes very dumb when you don't have an investment plan. Do you know why? The value of currencies depreciates. So imagine you are saving money, you're saving some currencies, and at the end of the day, that currency you were saving, the value of it in the society becomes very poor. So what do? So you just save money when it was high, and at the end of the day you have something small. So you must have an investment plan. And then number 3, which I know is going to be a blessing to everyone listening to this right now, is don't just invest. After you've invested, the profit you have from your investment, invest it again. Now, somebody may be out there saying, I don't have a job, I don't have the money to even save, not to even talk about investing. So I have a good news for you. If you've been following, let me say it again, I have a very good news for you. And what is this good news? The good news is this: there are some businesses you can start without money. When I said this the first time, a lot of people are like, so what do you mean? You mean you're one of the ways you can make money without having money is, number one, you can do what they call drop shipping. Drop shipping, you don't need you only need to have a contact producer in the production, and then you just look for the customers. You can use your phone through your social contact. You can get people who buy from you, but it is the company that will be shipping the product to them. So you are just more of like a middleman who does the sale, but you don't have the product. So you get the customers pay the money directly to you, and then you pay the money to the company that produces the product, and then the company will send it directly to them. It's called drop shipping. You can do affiliate marketing. If you're somebody who are in the social media and you have a little fan base, you can contact companies, write emails to them, tell them you have a fan base and this is your bargain. You're going to sell their product for them or advertise their product on your social media page, okay, to your fans, and this is a percentage you want from it. And then if they say yes to it, you can go ahead. It's called affiliate marketing. You don't need you don't need to have a product. You don't need no money for this. It's just to have a link after writing these companies, and then boom, that is it. Then another thing you can use in making money without even having a job is what I call learn to use your gift. There are a lot of people on this site. You're a writer. You're watching me right now. You're a writer. But when was the last time you do what I call freelancing? You can write for yourself, you can also write for other people, and they pay you. Let me even give you a shocker about my own self. The first book I wrote, I was 18 years old. The title is Born to Make a Change. I was 18 years old as at that time. And when I wrote the book, I made, in Nigerian Naira, I made over 500,000 Naira, which is about 300 and something dollar currently. So I wrote a book. I did some menial jobs, I saved some money, I wrote a book, I published it, and it sold. I sold over 500 copies then. Now, I use what I call my gift to make money. If you're a dancer, you can develop yourself. In fact, one of the greatest ways to become successful, even without having a job, is to find out that natural passion that you have within you and be consistent with it. Develop it first, develop it, and then be consistent with it. How do you be consistent with it? I said to some people, consistency, write this down, please. Consistency is the mother of recognition. Consistency is the mother of recognition. When you are consistent with something, people begin to know you for it. If you are consistent in writing, people begin to know you as an author. If you are consistent in preaching, people begin to know you as a preacher. If you are consistent in singing, people begin to know you as a musician. So if you have a talent, develop it, recognize it, and appreciate it for yourself. If you don't appreciate what you have or what you can do, nobody will appreciate it for you. In other words, we teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. If you appreciate what you do, soon enough, people will begin to appreciate what you do as well. You must be bold about your natural ability, okay? Sorry for the little distraction on the background. You must be bold about what you do because, number one, you've developed it. I see a lot of people who are talented and they are making no money. I remember when I started charging to speak, it was like a dream to me the first day I got my first paycheck after speaking for just 30 minutes. And it was exciting. And then I sold about 101 copies of my book. It was so exciting. And I was like, so I never knew they could pay me for just talking. They could pay me for talking. But first of all, I recognize that I have a passion for helping people discover themselves, build a life of significance and value. And as well, I have a passion for helping people have a positive mindset. So I started organizing independent seminar, and then I started writing proposals to school. I tell them I can speak to your student and then they can become more academically successful. I can transform their mind. I can wire them for success. And some of those schools gave me a shot. In a year, I spoke to over 50 schools, to over 10,000 people. In a ripple effect, I don't even know how many that is. But the point is, I have a passion for speaking. I wrote the proposal to school that I can speak to their students and make them become better by transforming their mindset academically. And boom, some of them gave me the opportunity and they pay me for it. So let me tell you, you have something you can offer. Everybody has something to offer. In fact, let me say this, the big creator, the sovereign being, he never created anybody empty. He never made anybody empty, including the grass of the field. It has its own function. It is eaten as what I call meal for cattle. So everything has a function. So imagine you as a human being, you also have a function on earth. So discover your unique talent and then you just watch yourself grow. If you're just joining us, because I noticed that some people are just joining us, if you're just joining us, this is IllumiNATIVE, where we teach people how to build a life of significance and value, how to start from the scratch and become successful. A lot of people will not tell you what they do to become great. They only show you the big picture. But from the beginning, there were little things that they did. Like I told you, my own personal experience, I had to do menial jobs in order to save money to publish my book. And at the end of the day, I made some money off it. So what is your talent? Discover your talent, your natural ability, build it. So there are some things some way you can grow money or start a business without money. Number one, I said you can do drop shipping, you can do affiliate marketing, okay, and then you can use your personal gift to build wealth. Is that all? No, that is not all. You can go to homes, you can do laundry service and cleaning service. Let me say this, there is nobody who is too big to start small. If you feel too big to start small when you don't have anything to show, it simply means that you are proud, and the universe resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. It's a secret I discovered. Once you are proud, you can't learn, and once you can't learn, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't build anything of significance. That is how it works. So never feel too big to start small. You can do laundry service, you can clean people's house, as long as they're going to pay you. The good thing in life, and the best thing I always tell people to do, is to do what you can, where you are, with what you have, but never be satisfied. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have, but never be satisfied. If you don't have a boat, walk on water. If you can't walk on water, swim. But by all means, make sure you're not drowned. And that's the reason why you need skills. You need skills. In the 21st century, skill set is very important. However, in IllumiNATIVE, we teach you that beyond your skill set, you must develop a wealthy mindset. How you speak about yourself matters a lot. A lot of people speak negative to themselves. They say, I can't do this, I can't do that. And man, you're trying to build wealth and you're speaking negatively. Go and check the likes of Donald Trump. He started thinking about real estate right from when he was very tender. In fact, anytime he sees a land, what he sees is trying to build a skyscraper on the land, even when he never had money. That is how people who develop wealth, who build wealth are. They see the gold mine in the dry desert. They see streams of water in the dry desert. And if you cannot find the prosperity or the green pasture first in your mindset, first in your mentality, then even the green pasture will be like a desert to you. People are looking for green pasture everywhere. People travel from one country to the other trying to look for success. And at the end of the day, they go and so many of them, they don't succeed because in most cases, success is not in a location. Success is in what I call transformation. A transformed individual can succeed wherever he is. That is why the Jew, they have a mindset. They have a mindset that they are the chosen people of God, and they have a mindset that they are blessed nation of God. So wherever they go with that mindset that wherever they are going to succeed. And amazingly speaking, the Nobel Prize Award winners in the world, they have the highest percentage. Even in America, they are one of the professionals in everything that they do, and they are one of the people who are paid most because of a mindset. When I studied the lives of the Jews, and I realized that their success is tied to how they think. They think as a blessed nation of God. They think as people who have spiritual backing that helps them to succeed. And wherever they go, they succeed. And that might be from what they read, their Torah. They say the Torah is the secret to their success, their business success, family success, and all of that. That might be the secret, but they studied the Torah, and it improved their mindset, gave them a mindset of success wherever they are, and wherever they go, they actually succeed. So, my friend, you must find the green pasture in your mind. If not, even an environment that is full of opportunity can as well be a desert to you because in you. So look deep within yourself and realize that if there's something you should never joke with in your life, is working on your personality. I see a lot of people don't read. These days, a lot of people don't read, a lot of people don't study, a lot of people don't listen to things who build their mindset. Like for you guys listening to me, watching me right now, I want to say a big thumbs up to you, a big congratulations to you, because you have proven to me for this short while to be somebody who wants to live a life of significance. If not, you will not give your time to listening to me. And information rules the world. Whoa, let me say that again. Information rules the world. Without information, you don't even know what is happening. There are a lot of people that get wealthy just because of the social cycle that they have. They have people who know people of value, and so they get certain information that is not easily sent to the public. There are some information that doesn't get to the public easily. Those informations are passed within some social circle. That is why if you watch the Freemasons, if you see the Freemasons, they are very wealthy. The reason is because they have a connection within themselves. There are opportunities that they have and they don't release it out there. The Illuminatis, they have some secret information which they don't post out there that makes them even more powerful and more wealthy. So you listening to me right now, there are some information you are gaining, which is going to be a transformation to your life. So I love you so much for listening to me, and I want to appreciate you, and I want to say big thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, click the button, and also click your notification bell so that you can get recent updates from me. So I want to say bye bye for now, and see you next time live on IllumiNATIVE. God bless you. See you.